What is going on, everybody? It's Karl here, and today, I hate to say it, my repair on the Saturn has failed. It worked 3 whole days solid, no issues. Fourth day in the morning, it had a worse misfire, barely starting kind of issue. Upon further research, I think I messed up. Using the dielectric grease on the grounding of the control module to the engine block, I think, is the issue. After further research, apparently dielectric grease is non-conductive. Well, why call it that? You know what I mean? Dielectric. Why call it that? But it is what it is. I made a mistake, so we're gonna fix it today. But before we get in, I got to show you a little surprise here that will be a future video, and you probably won't see this video until after a bunch of Back to the 50s weekend footage, since that just happened this weekend. But anyways, right behind me, as you can see, oh, it's backwards. I got shelves. I have shelves, right? And right here, I have a level on some brackets. Well, I got a third shelf that I got to put in, and it's kind of a little custom, as they say. I have it sitting in front of the Focus here, but I think the next video that we're working in the shop or doing whatever is going to be about that. And I think it's a good video because, as you can see, my floor is a mess. I got like coolant, jugs and oil and kind of all the shop supplies for cars and, just maintenance and everything. Well, that's got to get put into place. And you've probably seen in my videos the old shelf that was there. Well, that had to go. But it did look like this here. It did look like those shelves, which, don't worry, those will be next. But anyways, I was gifted these by my buddy Kevin, and they were built at a house he bought, and he didn't want them anymore, so he gave them to me. And I gotta say, they fit perfect. I had to do a little repair on them, and no trimming or anything, but obviously I had to put supports in and kind of think how everything was gonna mount. But it works perfect for where the lawnmower parks, because that's all dead space otherwise. So I'm pretty happy with it. So we'll have a video on getting the last shelf in and getting everything more organized in here. That's kind of what we're all about with this shop, because it's so small. We got to be organized and able to get to stuff like that, and just less hassle, right? So let's get into Saturn. This time I will show you a lot more clips of taking out the control module and the coil packs, because they're all kind of one unit. And we'll be just cleaning off all that grease and then seeing if we can take it for a test drive. Okay, so what you're gonna do when you want to take off the coils and the ignition control module, if you have an electric ratchet, this is pretty easy. You need a deep socket 8mm 2-inch extension, and that's about it. What's going to help? You take off this little resonator deal for the airbox. It has one clip. You just need like a pry tool like that. Pop it out, and then go to town on your ratchet. Obviously, there's going to be 4 bolts. The 2 long bolts are going to be on top there. That secures the spark plug kind of holder brackets to the coil. And the lower ones, the lower bolts, which are shorter, secure the coils to the ignition control module, which secures that to the block. So obviously the long ones secure the spark plugs and everything to the block as well, but the main ones is the bolts that run through. That's your grounding and all that. So since they're saying it's a grounding issue because of the grease, what we're gonna do I got some brake cleaner and some electric cleaner. We are just going to clean up the mating surfaces, and then the mating surface on the bolts for the coils as well, and hoping that solves the problem. But we'll find out later once I get it all back together. So I'm going to take a rag. I'll start with electrical cleaner. If it's not really working that good, I'll switch to the brake cleaner, and we'll get them cleaned up. So I'll report back. So while I was spraying off all the dielectric grease that I put on, I did notice something interesting, is where this module makes contact with the block, and you can kind of see the outline by the corrosion. And sure enough, I can kind of see the lines on the block where I should probably clean up with a wire wheel as well. I didn't see that at first when I was cleaning the mounting spots, and now I'm like, you know, I can see if you see where I'm pointing here, I don't know if it'll focus because of a shadow, but there's a line and it comes around, and so I'm gonna clean the whole thing and see if that makes a difference. Since we're here, might as well do it. I mean, I got nothing to lose at this point, so I'll clean the module with the wire wheel, and I'll clean the block as well. Okay, so now I got done wire wheeling, and as you can see, it's pretty shiny, but the back, I got a whole surface area cleaned off with the wire wheel. And then even on the block, you can see the outlines way better, and that's a whole grounding surface in my eyes right there. So I think this might actually work. So what I'll do is I'm gonna clean the bolts next, and then put everything back together and go for a test drive. So when putting the module with the coils back together, I find it the easiest to put the smaller bolts on the bottom end first to get everything lined up and secure the coils to the control module to the block, and then do the big ones. But before you do that, obviously you're going to plug everything in, and you got some, you know, movability there, and then get those big bolts in and screw them in tight, and then finish up tightening up the bottom. Put the resonator back on for the airbox, and I took it for a test drive. I made it down to the church here, and so far everything is working good. I'm sitting at idle here. Sounds like a normal idle to me. No problems so far, so I will report back if there's any other problems. Otherwise, you guys know it's a job well done. Honestly, I guess it is my fault. When I watched this video of this guy, you know, he recommended cleaning all the contacts and putting dielectric grease. Maybe I didn't watch the whole video, and he said something about not putting that on the control module. But I don't really know. But as you can see, we are, you know, we're driving, no misfires, haven't detected any yet. So I don't know, man. You know, watch it be 3 days, and we'll be right back at it again. And at that point, I don't even know what else to do. You know, I wouldn't know. So I'm hoping that it was just most of the contact areas still wasn't cleaned up, and it just wasn't enough for a ground. And that was the simple problem. Like I said, I didn't notice that before, that there was more that contacts the back of that control module than what I initially cleaned up. So hopefully that's the issue, and it solves it for a long time, you know. And I mean by long time is the end of this vehicle, where I can go scrap it. So I don't know, like I said, look, I mean, so far so good. No misfires, nothing. Just driving good. Yeah, I got no complaints, so I might as well just stay on the video here and drive back home, because I'm almost home. You know, we'll see. The fiance is the one that's going to be driving this, so she can let me know tomorrow if there's any issues, or I'll find out in the morning, because it always seems to be in the morning where it doesn't want to start. And you know, it's hard to say though. But I like how the service light is off now that I fix that whole issue. So just wanted to point that out. Hopefully that stays off forever. And I didn't even disconnect the battery, so the fact that it's off right now and it's not detecting anything, which is good. I can't remember if the last time when we test drove it, it was on. Not really sure. Yeah, so far so good. So here we are pulling in my driveway. The only guy up at 11 o'clock at night doing dumb shit. And there we are. Look at that. There's that shelf that I was talking about earlier. So far so good. So okay, so we're back inside, everybody. I had no issues. So I guess this is going to be the end of the video, and maybe this story will continue. Hopefully it doesn't, and we can move on. So thanks for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe. And if you guys need Amsoil products, you know where to find it. nextgensynthetics.com. I appreciate it. See you guys in the next one.